let's talk about wrestling ratings, because there's a bit of a narrative online over the past few days that there is a wrestling ratings problem. A lot of quote-unquote insiders are saying there is a ratings problem. After all, SmackDown hit a record low rating last week. Dynamite this week hit a record low rating. Collision last Saturday, record low rating. 3 record low ratings in 1 week. I mean, that is a little bit of a cause for concern, but I'm going to put your concerns at ease just a little bit here. Because firstly, it's important to remember SmackDown was pre-recorded, and in reality, thanks in part to Stephanie McMahon, a lot of viewers in the US were watching SmackDown live on Netflix using a VPN. So of course, that would decrease SmackDown's viewership on the USA network. Plus, obviously, there was, all the results were already online by that point as well. As for Dynamite and Collision, yes, it's definitely a year low, but it's important to remember it is now also on HBO Max too. So when you factor in all these things, realistically, no way is it lower than it was a couple of years ago. It's not going to be on that level because a lot of people are watching it on HBO Max. We just don't know that number. But even still, Clark, all of that taken into account, there is no denying the trends which you've been seeing over the last 2-3 months in wrestling across all shows. And that trend is it is falling faster than ever before. I want to get your thoughts on this because I'm going to be honest. Yes, this week I think people are overreacting, but that trend, it's a little bit hard to deny.
Yeah, Ben, I definitely agree with you. I do think that the 2K ratings are messed up.
Oh my gosh.
In my eyes, like Tyrese Halliburton being an 86, it's just too high. You've got some legends that are underrated. You got that Super Cena at 100. You can't unlock them all right away. We are talking about the 2K ratings, right? What do you mean? Ben, I don't care. The ratings in late August, early September, stop it. It was Labor Day weekend. People are on vacation too this week. People are going out of town. School starts, mind you. School started a few weeks ago here in the good old US of A. So there's quite a few audiences that on a school night on the West Coast aren't going to watch it at 8 o'clock until maybe the next day or later or whatever it may be, the way that you would during summer vacation. I have no worries whatsoever about the ratings at all. Professional wrestling is at its height since the late 90s. At this very moment, still, we are in prime time right now when it comes to pro wrestling in my lifetime, and I turned 34 yesterday. That's the way I look at it. I have no issues with the ratings for 1 week, record low, whatever. Knock it off. I'm over it.
I partly agree.
I have more issues with the 2K ratings, legitimately.
Because I'm going to quickly put on a chart right on the screen, right? And this chart is from WrestleNomics. Shout out to them. But this shows over the past year plus the general trend, right?
Volatility. Yeah. There's no general trend. It goes up and down like a freaking roller coaster, dude.
Yes, but if you look at between July and now,
it's non-linear.
Between July and September, that is a concern.
Sure, but things have changed too, like slightly, and it'll. Are we not expecting Mania season to have the best too? Like, come on.
Of course we are.
We all know that.
We always will, every single year.
There's going to be a downturn this time of year. Like I said, school starting, that's not even just in the US, that's in the UK. School starting for people, that matters.
Schools do exist here, you are right.
That matters. You guys still have education, right? Or did you guys get rid of it?
No, we do. It's arguably better.
Whoa. That's a different podcast.
Wow.
Tune into that one later this afternoon. Me and Ben take it to the table over British versus American education systems. But hosted by Chaos.
He's been in both technically, hasn't he? So maybe he's actually an impartial voice.
Honestly, he's a really good moderator, I think, for this one.
Yeah.
Wow.
But
no, at the end of the day, I think we're actually closer to the same page than, I'm just not going to get hung up over, it's a little bit of a downslide here, but it's not even a downslide that far below the lowest point. Like it's the lowest right now, but the next lowest, it's not that much lower.
Right.
It is, I will say, it is shocking across how all companies, all shows in the last month and a half have, gone down at a level we didn't see this time last year, and we didn't see this time the year
Also,
before that either. Like, that is an interesting trend.
speaking of school, Ben, I haven't seen that many squiggly lines since I was in school. Like, what
It's
are you doing? You're
fascinating.
showing me, like, yeah, let's play connect the dots. That's fascinating too. Like,
Oh my gosh. Well, Calf K's K agrees with me on that one. Fernando has said wrestling has always been down for this part of the year. Business will pick up around Survivor
there we
Series.
go, Fernando.
I do hope you are right. I really, really do there. Calf K's K, happy belated birthday to Clark.
Thank you. I also, by the way, think it will pick up sooner even than that. It'll pick up in 2 weeks when we've got WrestlePalooza and All Out. It will be just fine. We'll be just fine. We got a weekend stacked with wrestling.
I'm going to be honest, if it doesn't improve today, I'd be a little bit worried considering how much is currently scheduled for SmackDown. But
well, they're going to get this Chiefs game.
Yeah. I mean, look at how much.
True too.
Look at how the weekend went when you had Evolution 2, Saturday Night Main Event, the AEW show, the ROH show. Like, if people talk about people getting burnt out, but I know the majority of my friends watched every single bit of wrestling that weekend.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah,
very true indeed.
So, I mean, it's always going to fluctuate. It's always when football season comes around, wrestling always takes a dip. Always, and so it is what it is right now. But yeah, come Survivor Series, come Royal Rumble, come Mania season, like it's going to be at its peak. Where like it always is. We don't have anything to worry about right there.
Let's hope so for sure. I mean, Kafka's case, his SmackDown wasn't that bad, seen worse. You are right. Last week's SmackDown was not that bad at all. But the week before that, and the week before that, and the week before that were absolutely abysmal. And I reckon, because obviously, very rarely do people actually switch off an episode if they were planning to watch it halfway through. If they were planning to watch it as wrestling fans, usually people do commit. But if you commit 1 week and you get disappointed, and maybe a few weeks in a row, then that's when maybe you're like, actually, I'll just watch the highlights on YouTube this week. And maybe that's what's happened. And maybe WWE have recognized that, and it is why they've stacked SmackDown today and are hoping to, kind of get it back on the right page, because right now it has been filler over the past few weeks. That is undeniable.